Chris Jericho wanted to bite Brock Lesnar's nose off backstage at SummerSlam 2016. This is a bizarre story, but let's just read it because it was on the True Geordie podcast. He was talking about the backstage incident with Brock Lesnar. Of course, Lesnar absolutely battered Orton. Only Orton, Brock, and McMahon knew about what was going to happen. Where he absolutely, I guess Shane knew, like Shane was out there as well. So 4 people knew, but it says here only 3. But we'll go with Shane as well because Shane O'Mac. But yeah, man, he cut him open with the elbows. Orton absolutely bloody, and he was furious, Jericho. But let's dive into what he actually said, because I think this is brilliant. He was doing a match around Orton. He was basically butchering him with elbows to the head. I didn't know if it was planned or not, and nobody would tell me if it was planned or not. Wrestling is a hard-hitting sport, but elbows to the side of the head can kill you. If you get hard enough in the temple, you can die. Ever heard of David and Goliath? That's how Goliath died, from a fucking rock to his temple. When he was hitting him with the elbows, I was like, if this is real, this is bullshit. If it's been called, it's still bullshit. He's taking liberties and it's pissing me off. I was in Gorilla. I was fucking angry about it. Brock came through and saw me angry about it and decided he wanted to challenge me. We got into a little bit of an issue. I was like, fuck this guy. I don't give a shit how big he is. I don't care. He's fucking wrong. I will fight to the death and stand up for what I believe in to the death. I mean, how long did this whole scenario go on for? Like, were these two looking at each other for about 10 minutes while Jericho was giving this monologue inside his fucking brain? Maybe. He says, I remember being literally nose to nose with the guy. He's laughing and saying things that would probably get him cancelled. Homophobic terms that you shouldn't say. You shouldn't say, Jericho. I mean, let's be real, right? I don't know what Brock was saying, but I can have a fucking, a solid enough guess about what he was saying, like, and Jericho, near greeting about it. He was saying, fuck it, I'll bite his fucking nose off. I see his giant fat nose, and I'm like, if he comes any closer and takes a swing at me, I'm not saying this as a tough guy, I'm literally gonna bite his fucking nose off. I remember Haku had done that. He's a good friend of mine, I'll bite his nose off and see how tough he is then. He might kill me, but he's gonna walk around the rest of his life with no fucking nose. I mean, right, that's all good from Jericho, right? But surely that's a wee bit pathetic, having to resort to biting a guy's nose off. Because I don't think Brock was literally going to kill. I guess if Brock's going to kill you, right, fair enough, for a game, you have to protect your life. You have to bite his nose off. But if they're going to get into a fist fight, is it not a bit pathetic from Jericho that he was literally going to bite Brock Lesnar's nose off? Does no one else think that? I think that's a wee bit embarrassing from Jericho. I mean, fair play to standing up to Brock, but I mean, maybe he's just saying this because it's like to get the clicks or, the make the situation seem a lot fucking more extreme than what it was. But to actually come out and say he was going to bite his nose off, like, I mean, there's one thing about Tyson biting like half the ear off. I mean, that's still bad, but the nose, like, that's a complete disfigurement of the guy, like. And Brock Lesnar's ears were already fucked, so I mean, the ears couldn't have done much worse. But yeah, then he goes on to say, I didn't care about the homophobic thing. I didn't give a shit. I wasn't falling for it. I mean, if we're being real, Brock probably called him a faggot. Something along those lines. It'd gone to the next level. It's kill or be killed, and I'm going to bite your fucking nose off. I mean, how did Triple H break this up if these two are like this bad? Oh man, I wish this was filmed. Triple H had to break it up. We both told him to fuck off, which is hilarious. Yeah, it actually is hilarious. Then Vince McMahon got involved and basically broke it up. I mean, how did McMahon break it up? I mean, 71-year-old McMahon broke this up. I mean, where is the footage for this, man? And told me that he told Brock to do that. No one said anything before that. Whatever the reason was, it's between Brock, Randy, and Vince. It's none of my business, but when it got down to the confrontation, it was real. Had gotten to the next step. I swear to God, I would have bitten his nose off. You can crush my face, but I'll bite your nose off. He seems to be hammering home the fact that he was willing to bite Brock Lesnar's nose off. So fair play. Absolutely insane. It's a shame he wasted this story on the True Geordie podcast, but it is what it is. Yeah, absolutely insane. I mean, that is mad.